What are some things that people are doing right now that is contributing to their poor hair to date right now? What are some of the things that people are doing on a daily basis that you would say you need to pay attention to that?
I mean, definitely how they are responding to stress. I think that's number one. That's the gold standard. Like, women are in a go go today. If they don't really know how to downregulate that nervous system, cortisol is going to take over, right? Cortisol and the anagen phase of hair growth, which is the active growth phase of hair growth, they're not the best friends. So if I'm constantly stressed, no product, no amount of topicals is going to override that nervous system which is in survival. So the number one thing is effectively know how to respond to the stresses in your life. Have better tools. As I said, like, women don't need to do less things, we need to do things differently. And this applies to men as well. They also have burnouts, they also have hormonal shifts, they undergo andropause. But again, with them in their 24-hour testosterone cycle, their coping mechanisms are better. For women, they need to know how to really understand their body, what is it trying to tell them, and based on that need to regulate their lifestyles. They need to obviously work out when they are not in their active menstruation phase or in their luteal phase, because that is going to get perceived as stress, which is going to eventually affect your hair fall. The second thing which I see a lot of women doing is like these tight hairstyles, pulling their hair, causing traction alopecia is one of the most common alopecias I've seen in the last 1 year, where women love these tight hairstyles, tight ponytails. And look at this. We are living in a very tight system already. We have tight schedules, we wear tight clothes, and then we have tight hairstyles. What is this causing? It's causing tension on our scalp. This pulling effect is making the hair follicle get a signal that I'm actually not needed here, eventually causing hair follicle miniaturization. And that's why hairline thinning, temple recession is so common in women. So I would say, like, know how to kind of regulate your response to stress and have better, like, just leave your hair open, it looks beautiful, right? Just leaving your hair down, like, have a better hair care routine, and also effectively know how are you managing internally to the outside responses.
Made a point there that I'll disagree with you on about how men respond to stress in a sense, because I think men are not, they're just in
They're not
balance with
good at it.
females, yeah,
They-
because
they-
they suppress.
Yeah,
They suppress. I think females have a great way of expressing themselves.
Yeah.
They talk. What's your thoughts on hair using a hairdryer on your hair?
Oh, I love it. I think when you blow dry your hair at a distance and at a regulated temperature, it actually allows your hair to get drier faster, because see, a wet scalp is a breeding ground for fungus, right? And your hair is the weakest when it is wet. Just yesterday, I had a discovery call with a client, and she was wearing an abaya. She was based out of Qatar, and I'm like, okay, can you just take off your veil so I can see your hair? Her hair was in a bun and it was wet. I told her, this is the number one thing you're doing. If you are wearing an abaya, you really need to make sure your hair is 100% dry. If you're allowing it to not even dry out and you're wearing something on top of it, you are creating an impeccable environment for your fungus to breed, grow, and then eventually cause fungal infection, which is eventually going to lead to hair fall and hair thinning. So yeah, I am a big advocate for blow drying your hair as soon as you're out of shower. Like, I do believe in the concept of preparing your hair before you go for shower by oiling it, because water inherently dries out. It dries out our skin, it dries out our hair, it dries out our scalp. So for me, protecting your hair before every hair wash, not just the hair, but by the way, even Abhyanga in Ayurveda is very famous for the same reason, because oiling has this powerful ability. As we age, our microbiome changes, right? Our gut microbiome changes. And that's why when women are in their mid-30s to 40s, we advise them not to eat too much fat, because the mucosal lining is also drying out. Everything is drying out. That's why we also see joint pain in people.